Today is Tuesday, February 1, 2022. This is a daily chart of the S&P 500. An up day again, third up day in a row. It's been a big move since this bottom, 42.92. We closed at 45.46. That's a big move. It's going to run into very strong resistance. This area, these moving averages, this zone. If we approach that area tomorrow, should act as very strong resistance. We gap above it for whatever reason, expect that to be support. After these 3 up days, I would assume, or it would be reasonable to assume that it will get stuck up here. In other words, it'll pause or pull back. That would be very normal. For the record, I'm still long the S&P 500. I sold half of my position, roughly half of my position, early in the morning. So I sold near the lows of the day, bounced and finished a lot higher, but I still own some shares. As I mentioned, this has been a big move. So tomorrow, if for some reason we end up trading above or near this zone, I will consider selling more shares or liquidating my position. And I expect either a pause or a pullback. Nasdaq 100, for the record, I still own shares. I'm still long via TQQQ. I ended up selling some shares early in the morning, same as the S&P around the same time. So I got filled near the lows of the day. If tomorrow is coming up against resistance, heavy resistance, a 200-day moving average, that was one of the reasons why I decided to sell early in the morning. Didn't think we could push above the 200-day moving average, but it was a very strong day. If tomorrow we gap up around the 20-day moving average or above, I would say this should be very strong support. If we start dipping below that, then I will consider liquidating my position or selling some of my shares. A very strong move from the lows, three days in a row. So I would expect either a pause or some pullback, which would be very normal based on the magnitude of this move. Dow Jones Industrial Average, this is a daily chart. This one will be an interesting open. If for some reason we open kind of flattish, this one is right against very strong resistance, all these moving averages. We open higher, expect that to act as very strong support. We dip below, we open lower, the opposite will be true. So tomorrow that level will be very, very important. We push above that and close above that. Like I said, the path of least resistance will be north, as it would be above all the moving averages. Philly Semiconductor Index, this one very strong, big bounce off the 200-day and the 10-day moving average. Now I don't really see much strong resistance anywhere around here until it reaches the 100 and the 20-day moving average up here where you see the red circle. For support, will definitely be that. At support, these moving averages. But so far, it's looking very strong after this big reversal day. Look at the magnitude of this move. So would I expect a pullback or a pause? Sure, why not? Small caps, Russell 2000, IWM. Same as the other indices. This one had a big move 3 days in a row. Now it's pushing above resistance, this level here, around 203. If for some reason we push above that, There's lots of resistance around the 205, 208, and that 5-day moving, no, not the 5, this is a 20-day moving average, a negative slope. Expect lots of resistance up here. Do I think we can even touch the 20-day moving average? I don't think so, but I might be wrong, of course. But I think we're going to end up with a retracement or a pause before it touches the 20-day moving average. But I'm very surprised. This one has been the weakest of all the indices, and it had a very big move. I thought that for some reason, somehow, we would end up showing some relative weakness, but I haven't seen any of that. Tomorrow will definitely be an interesting day. I would expect some type of reversal, some type of a signal of a short-term reversal, or at the very minimum, some type of consolidation. Stopping by, and good luck trading tomorrow.